8th grade students. Next year, you're going to be at Mooresville Middle School, and how exciting that is. What we're going to talk about today is how to claim your student NCED Cloud IAM account, and then how you're going to use this account to log into PowerSchool and select your elective classes that you would like to have next year when you are a red imp at Mooresville Middle School. So the first thing you're going to do is go to your computer, open up either browser. You can use Google Chrome or Safari. You're going to type my.ncedcloud.org. That's my period NCEDCLOUD.org. You're going to see a screen that looks similar to this, but it looks a little different. They've upgraded since I made this presentation. And so in here, you're going to go and claim my account. Change where it says choose a policy. I want you to change and put LEA student claim policy and then hit next. Now, you're going to see a screen just like the one here. You're going to type in your student number where it says student UID. This is your student number that you use to log into your computer. It's your PowerSchool number. Some of you may remember it being called your NCWISE number. It's anywhere from 6 digits to 10 digits long. So type in your student number where it says student UID. Then you're going to type in your current grade level. For everyone watching this video, you're going to type 6. Don't do 6th or 06, just do 6. Now the next part can be tricky. You're going to type in your birthday, but it's not in the usual order. So I want you to listen carefully. The first thing you're going to type is the 4 digits of your year that you were born. Then you're going to type the 2-digit month that you were born and the 2-digit day that you were born. Okay, so you should have a total of 8 digits with no spaces. The first 4 are going to be your year, the next 2 are your month, and the next 2 are the day. Now, if you have a month, January through September, then you only have 1 digit, right? So if I were born on July 5th of 2004, then I would type it as this. I would type 2004, so 2004. Then I need to do my month, which is July, so I would do 07. And then I need to do my day, which is the 5th. I need to do 05. If you have problems, please raise your hand and let an adult help you. Now, where it says LEA charter code, everyone's going to enter 491. That is Mooresville Graded School District's number, 491. Right here. Now you see what's called a CAPTCHA box. This is just proving to the computer that you are not a robot, that you're a human. And so right here in this little tiny white box where it says type the text, you're going to type what you see in your window above that little white box. So make sure that you use whatever is in your window. It might be numbers, it might be letters, so just be careful with that. Now you should hit next and you should find the following screen on password, setting your password. If you have any problems with the above steps, please raise your hand. Now you're going to follow the instructions to set your password. I recommend that you use the same password as you use for your laptop. There are a few rules to these passwords. And one rule is you have to have a minimum of 1 uppercase or capital letter, minimum of 1 lowercase letter, and a minimum of 1 numeric digit. Now, there's some rules where you can't have things in your password. You cannot have your username, which is your student number. And you really can't have any kind of part of your student number either. You can't have your first name, your last name. There cannot be any spaces in your password. And your password cannot start or end with an exclamation point. So what I would like for you to do is to try entering your computer password here where it says new password, and then type it again. And if it doesn't meet these rules, then the computer will tell you, it will give you an error message. If you have any problems with setting your password and hitting next, then I would like for you to raise your hand. Now, the next step, now that you have claimed your account, you've set your password, now you have to answer 5 security questions. Now, the computer gives you 10 choices. You don't have to do the first 5. You can pick and choose which 5 you answer. So, for example, if you do not know or you do not have an older brother or sister, then you would just skip this question that says, what is the middle name of your oldest brother or sister? Just skip it. You have to have 5. If you cannot find 5 questions that you know the answer to, then I want you just to type your name for the answer for 5 of the questions, just something so that you remember. Now, you are done. If you have not been successful in claiming your account, I would like for you to raise your hand so that an adult can come by and help you in claiming your account at this time. Once you have gotten this complete, your successful box, I would like for you to Command Q to completely quit this browser. And now I want you to open up a new browser window. Remember, you can use Chrome or you can use Safari. You're going to type in the same website, my.ncedcloud.org, but this time you're going to enter where it says NCED Cloud username. That's your student number. So I want you to type in your student number, and then I want you to type in that password that you just set. Now remember, I said this looks a little different now. Instead of saying log in, it says go. So hit go. Now you're going to see a screen like the one up here. If you do not, raise your hand. You're going to click on this second little icon that says HBSIS Student LEA 491. So it's student, and remember our LEA code for Mooresville is 491, so you're going to click on this one right here, Student LEA 491. When you do, then it's going to take you into PowerSchool. You will then be inside of your own PowerSchool account. So you should see over here in this blank space, you should see your classes, your grades that have been on your report cards, your attendance. You can click on any of these, but what I want you to click on today is I want you to click on class registration, the little icon with the seat with the pencil next to it. It says class registration. So I want you to click on that for me. I've already done that inside of a student's account. When you click on class registration, you're going to see that the first 5 lines have already been filled in for you. Remember, I said you're just going in to tell us what electives and what alternates you want for those electives. In 7th grade, you will have to have ELA, you will have to have math, you will have to have science, you will have to have social studies, and you will have to have health and PE. Those are required courses. Now, if you are placed into honors ELA or honors math, then the school will advise you if you're in those classes. But you will have an ELA, a math, a science, a social studies, and a health and PE. So I don't need you to do anything there. What I want you to do is look down here at your electives. Now, you should have a paper that your adult gave to you in your classroom during this time, and it has some of the descriptions of your electives on it. I want you to take this paper home to your parents. I want you to review it with your parents, and I want you to select your electives for next year. Now, it's important that you remember that you're going to choose 3 elective courses. Because if you'll think about it this way, there are 4 elective time slots. Well, 1 is already taken up with health and PE, so that leaves you 3 remaining spots. If you have signed up for band and you have gone and met with the band director or your parents have been in touch with the band director, however that works, Then if you sign up for band, then that counts as 2 electives because band is going to meet every day all year. So you had 3 spots because health and PE is in spot number 1. If you are in band, that takes up spots 2 and 3. So that means that you only need to choose band and 1 other elective. Okay, so let's look at those lists. The way that you do this is you're going to sign back in. You're going to look right here at this pencil icon, click on the pencil icon, and now it's going to show you all your electives. Notice that there's 2 pages worth. So if you are looking for Spanish 1 Part 1 or Visual Arts, make sure you click on the 2. To get back, you go back to the first page. So you see your directions. You may select between 2 and 3 courses. Remember, 2 or 3, because if you choose band, then you only choose 1 other. If you choose not to take band, then you choose 3 in all. So Mr. White or the band director will have told you if you're going to be brass, percussion, or woodwind. So if I'm going to be in the band and I'm playing the clarinet, that's a woodwind. And then I would choose 1 other course. And let's pretend that I want to do Introduction to Biotechnology. Okay, notice I hit OK. If I had hit this X button at the top, then it doesn't save my changes. So make sure that you save your changes by hitting OK. Now, let's pretend I'm not a band student. Then I need to choose 3 courses. It's very important because you want to be able to tell the school what electives you want. Now, the computer's going to go in. It's going to schedule you in your required courses first. Then it's going to try and put you in your electives. Well, if those classes get full or if for some reason in your schedule these don't work, then I want you to have the opportunity to tell your teachers and tell the school what other electives would you like. Do not choose the same as the 3 courses at the top, or they may just be required to put you into an elective that you may not enjoy. So under alternates, you've already chosen, this student has chosen chorus, personal characteristics, and intro to biotech. So here she's not going to choose those again. She's going to choose, well, if I can't get those, I would like exploring, language, or visual arts. Once I have green check next to electives and green check next to alternates, then I'm ready to hit submit. Now, if I change my mind, when I view these, if I change my mind on one of these, electives or alternates, then all I have to do is go back into class registration, go back into my pencil icon, and change my choice. Now, don't bother being tricky and trying to trick the computer because it will allow you to choose the same alternates as you did electives. It's a computer. It doesn't know any different. But what's going to happen is if this student doesn't get Intro to Biotech and she didn't give me an alternate, then I'm just going to put her in whatever class I have room. And I'm not going to change it because you're having the opportunity right now with your parent, guardian input to choose the electives that are going to make you happy and that you want to take next year at Mooresville Middle School. Please take this very serious. Go home, talk to your parents and guardians. The adults in your room will let you know how long you have to talk this over with your parents and guardians and at what point we will turn off this process. If you have any questions, please raise your hand and the adult in the room will be glad to help you. I hope you have a fabulous day.